This video is about how to solve one-step adding and subtracting inequality problems. So for our problem, we're going to be combining solving and inequalities. So just like before, when we were solving equations and we saw an equation like the one here, our first step is going to be to draw a line down the middle. Our next step is going to be to look for our letter, our variable, which in this case is A. And then we want to look at what's happening on the same side as A. So if you look at A, it says A plus 3. A plus 3. Because plus 3 is on the same side as A, we need to do the opposite of adding 3 to both sides. The opposite of adding is subtracting. So instead of plus 3, we're going to do minus 3. And if we do minus 3 on the left side, we also need to do minus 3 to the right side. So we have positive 3 minus 3 gives us 0. So we have A plus 0. And on the right side, we have 12 minus 3, which is 9. And we're going to take our inequality sign and rewrite it down here. We know that adding by 0 isn't going to change our A, so we can rewrite this whole thing again without the 0. So our answer is A is less than 9. So that was the first step. The second step is we need to graph this on our number line. So I'm going to move this up here. A is less than 9. Our first step is because it says A is less than 9, we want to make sure that the number 9 is on our number line. So I'm just going to put 9 somewhere on my number line. It doesn't matter where. So after 9 we have 10, 11, 12, 13, and before 9 we have 8, 7. So if you read them in order, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Next, we need to think about what we learned from Miss Maloney's lesson last week. When we have the symbol less than, or the words less than, that tells us that we're going to have an open circle at 9. Because we don't have the word equal, so we need to use an open circle. We also know that a is less than 9. So we need all the numbers that are less than 9, like 8, 7, 6, anything in this direction is going to be less than 9. So now we have finished solving our first problem. We have the inequality solution, and we have our number line solution. We need both of those before we're done with the problem. The next thing you're going to do is solve the next problem. We'll start by drawing our line. We know where to draw our line is based on where this inequality symbol is. So up here, it was between 3 and 12, so we drew the line there. Here, it comes a little earlier in the expression, so we draw it where we see this inequality symbol. Next, we look for our number. Our number is B, or sorry, we look for our letter. Our letter is B. On the same side as B is plus 2. So because B is on the right side, we're looking for the number that is also on the right side, which is plus 2. 5 is by itself. There's no letters on this side. So we're going to look on the right side, B plus 2. The opposite of plus 2 is minus 2. And remember, we need to do the same thing to both sides of our line. So on the left side, 5 minus 2 is 3. And on the right side, positive 2 minus 2 is 0. And we can bring this B down. Then we're going to take our inequality sign and put it down as well. Our last step is to rewrite this without the 0. So we have B is less than or equal to 3. And if you want to reflect it or write it so that it looks like what you've maybe seen before, we're going to write the B first. Then we're going to reflect or flip the inequality sign and write our number again. So both of these say B is less than or equal to 3. Okay. So 3 is the number that we need to make sure is on our number line. So I'm going to put 3 on our number line. After 3 comes 4. And before 3 is 2, 1, 0. Before 0 is -1 and -2. Because remember, there's some symmetry at 0. 1, negative 1, 2, negative 2. From Miss Maloney's lesson, you remember that when you see a symbol like this, where the less than has this equals sign under it, we can do a closed circle at that number to show that b can be equal to 3. So it can be equal to 3, so that's why we put a closed circle at 3. We also know b can be less than 3. So that includes 2, negative 2, any number to the left. Is less than 3. So our solution is b is less than or equal to 3, and also what we see on our number line. There's a note sheet that you could download and write these notes on from Schoology. Otherwise, you can put these notes into your notebook, and then you could refer back to it when you are working on your practice. Your practice is going to be on Flipgrid. And if you struggle to open Flipgrid, make sure to go back to last week where we gave you instructions on how to get to Flipgrid. Hope you guys are having a great day and have a wonderful, wonderful week. Bye.